This is Paula with Sparkle Farts Paper Crafts and Twinkle Trail Creates. Ooh, should have thought about that name before I made it. Anyways, I was going to go live today, but for some reason my live is not working. And I tried 3 separate times, so now we're just going to record this and see what happens. So, working on Tarnished Blooms from Lottie's Magic Attic as a design team project. And I've built my little book. Got it all built last night, and I love how it turned out. I did sew in an envelope that I had made. I sewed. I know y'all are gonna be so shocked at that. I don't do it very often because I'm not very confident with it, but it turned out beautifully. I am so happy. My spacing was a little bit large there, but you know, it gives her room to grow, right? Anyways, the papers are gorgeous. My husband even was like, wow, that is really pretty paper, which is weird for him. I gotta do a little distressing because I think I've distressed all my bits and pieces. Here's my bits and pieces tray. Yes, I do this for every project. I have 3 trays. I got them on Amazon for like, I don't know, $14 each maybe. But I label what kit it is and who the maker was because I'm on 3 design teams right now. So it does get to be a lot. So that's just my little way of staying organized. It helps me see what I've printed out and what I've cut out. I did cut these this morning. I recently got a scan and cut. I absolutely love it. My best friend used mine like one time and she was like, okay, I have to have one too. So now she has one and she's actually taught me a few things because I just go and I tear shit up and don't pay attention, and she's like, hey, I figured out this and this and this, do this and this and this. No, it works much better, and heck yeah, it does. So thanks, Trish. Changed the pressure settings this morning and my cuts are so much better than they were. Got a little white spot there. I'm just gonna black it out. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of lace on this cover. Feel like it needs something, you know, old lady looking. And this paper keeps cracking. I haven't really had that happen. I think I should have maybe gotten it damp before I wrapped it around. I may have wrapped it too tight too. But anyways, I'm just gonna add a piece of lace, which will be a perfect addition anyways. Let's see, I'm gonna get a mat that I don't have to clean, but I can get out of my way and not have black on my arm. I don't use black a lot for distressing. I save it for like, you know, Halloween and things like that. But this kit is so dark and moody, and I really just felt like it needed it. So I haven't really planned where anything is going at all. This kit does not have a lot of pockets, so I may have to print another sheet. Actually, let me just get that started right now. So I'm not standing here or sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Let's see how many pockets. Maybe 4 to 6 pockets. How many different papers does that equal? 2, 3. No, I don't like that one. Not that one. Shoot. 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna print 5. That's the cover one. I don't want to use that. 6. I'm gonna print 2 to a sheet. Since I did do the smaller size book, and I want to have a big variety of the prints. Ooh, 6. Did I do it? Why did I do 6? Okay. Come on, brain. You can do it. I'm going to take out a couple of these because I don't think I need quite. No, what are you doing? Lord, I need to buy a clue. Okay, there we go. Normal, oh, 2 5x7s. Yep. And make sure I got my cardstock in. That's just another day of wishing I had more than one printer. And print. Okay, back to distressing. Oops, and I don't get all wound up on my distressing being even or anything like that. I am a heavy distresser. I get a little carried away. Just really like the way it looks. Oops. So back in the day of scrapbooking, I used to get really. Now I have 2 sons, and I would distress stuff that went in my scrapbooks. And I would get strange looks from people when I would go to like retreats and stuff, or distressing will make them look dirty. But you know, when you have 2 boys, there's a lot of dirt going on, and we're outdoorsy people. We do a lot of dirt things. When my kids were little, they raced BMX. They were on the shooting team in junior high and high school, archery team, all that stuff. They were also in bands, though not always dirty, but yeah, a lot of our lives, we raised them camping and just being outside, riding mountain bikes, and you name it. And then also my father-in-law was a retired carpenter, so the kids were in the wood shop a lot. My oldest actually has a degree in environmental science, so he definitely embraced the nature. Ooh, this one's gonna be difficult. I do have some of those little brushy things that everybody was on I jumped on that bandwagon, but I haven't clicked with them. I'll use them every once in a while, but let me tell you, I have no talent with them whatsoever. I guess I feel a little more in control with these, even though I don't distress evenly. I don't know. It's just how my little noodle works. So, oh, that's so pretty. I love that. These little bitty pieces are hard for me. But you know what? It's just paper. My best friend's always telling me, Paula, come on, it's just paper. We can always print another one. Which is true, but then I have to cut it out and all that stuff, so I'd rather not. And sometimes I'll tell you, if I rip something, I'm going to intentionally rip some more and go ahead and just use it. So I like the way torn stuff looks. I am shredding my dauber. It's seen a better day or two. Okay, I think I'm done with that for now. I reserve the right to bring it back out, but all right, let's get this dirty mat out of here. I'll clean that later. I was gonna make some pockets. Let me see, what all do I have printed? I've got lots of tags. We'll save tags for later. Got these little, that feels like almost like a tag. That's a tag. That's a tag. Clearly I did not sort these. Whew. I am hot. AC is going. I feel bad for some people in our area. The power went out for hours the other day, hours, and it was over 100 degrees, so the heat index was like, I don't know, 110. But yeah, I live in the South. I don't know if you can tell by the way I talk. But I felt so bad. I was like, y'all come over. I don't know you, but I mean, if I was that kind of person, I for sure would have been like, y'all come over. I didn't, because I didn't know anybody who didn't have power, but just in case you know, if you're one of my friends and your power ever goes out, feel free just to show up. Call first, make sure we have power, I guess. Because what's weird is we were shown on the map as being out. We were in the outage area, but our power never went out. Thank God. Let me tell you, I'm sweating just thinking about the power going out. Actually, I'm sweating. Yeah, my power is on, obviously, because I'm recording this. But I love these. These are great. I'm going to save those for stuffings. I was mostly looking for things to use as pockets or to put on the pockets of my tags. Definitely don't want. My printer is doing this thing lately where it's printing like a purple. I think it's the first print of the day, like an ink is settled or something. I mean, I may have used this printer already past its, what's that called? Print, I don't know, where you have a certain number of prints that a machine is good for or whatever. I print a lot. These are very dark. Oh, I love that one. Is that a pocket or is that a stuffy? I think that's a stuffy. It's gonna go with tags. That's a stuff. That might be a good decoration. That's definitely decoration. Oh my gosh, just so much stuff. Ooh, I like that. Let's see what's in this back one. Oh, tags. Yep, that goes. So I did add this so I knew where to work on my desk, because I tend to work over here more, but my camera arm is too short for that. Although my cords are over there where my computer is, but the arm is hooked on over there because I have a dog crate for Simon. You guys have met Simon. At least you've heard Simon, the barker. His crate is shorter than my desk, and so it gives me a nice lip that clamp goes on over there. So the arm is over there, computer's over there on a little short bookcase, and there's no room to clamp over there. I have 2 monitors set up because on the occasion that I work from home, I need 2 monitors for my AutoCAD. So I'm a little spoiled at my office. When I started my new job in December, my boss was like, oh yeah, it's fine if you want to work from home occasionally. And I was like, yeah, I might need to. Like if it gets icy or whatever, I won't bother driving, because to me it's just not worth it. It's only like 1 day. And there's always that, that one idiot out there who I can drive and anything, and they always end up in the ditch. I don't want to meet them on the road in my car, so I just don't. To me, it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh, that's gonna have to go in sideways, but ooh, I do like it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Okay, let me get my print. I went through that. I haven't gone through this one, but oh, I think maybe these are. That's a tag. That goes with those. Ooh. Or scoot those over. Botanical specimen. I think that might go with this. Yeah. These are like little journal spots, I think. Tag. I haven't punched that tag. Let's punch it. Oops. Wrong slot. Tag slot. Okay. For pockets. Okay. Paper for pockets. It's so pretty. Let's see, I need to dig out my chopper. A little a little desktop model that I have a love-hate relationship with. You guys know that. If you've been here before, I probably complain every time I use it. But you know what? It's good enough. It's here. It still works. It does have a catch right about here, but there's no like a burr or anything. I don't know. Maybe I've bent the bar. Although I will tell you, I've cut many a pieces of chipboard with this thing, and it does cut like a rock star when it comes to that. You know what? Let me just chop these up. Man, I am like squirrel today. I'll probably have to go over to the big cutter. I love how she puts the name of the kit on the sheets for me. I know it's just for me. It's not. She does it just, I don't know why she does it, but I love it. Thank you, Tracy, for doing that. It's very helpful for people like me to have it printed right there on every sheet, especially when you're working on all the kits under the sun, it seems like, at the same time. So yeah, right now I'm trying to play kind of catch up on Lottie's Magic Attic kits. I've got this one. I'm working on a Throwback Thursday kit for August 27th. But next weekend is my best friend's birthday, and we are having a murder mystery party. It is set at a carnival. I'm the wax museum curator, so I get to be creepy as hell. It's gonna be so much fun. I love creeping people out. I kicked around coloring my hair black for the role, but just the thought of coloring my hair again, just like, that's a rabbit hole. I'm not sure I want to go down even for a party. So I think I'm just gonna put it up in a honey bun and stick it underneath my hat. I bought the coolest hat for the party. It is a steampunk top hat with, you know, the glasses. It's got some skulls on it. A giant like deep red rose that clips on. I bought the coolest, most beautiful jacket. It's like a dark, real deep purple burgundy. It has like a design, like a swirly floralish design in it. And then I bought a long like Ren Fair purple skirt. It's not matchy, but everybody I've shown it to is like, oh no, that looks good. So I think back in the day, stuff wasn't super matchy. I'm just gonna tell myself that because I think it's pretty. So that's my outfit. I was going to wear boots with it, but I don't know. It's August and it's Arkansas, so I may actually slide on some sandals to go underneath it and just leave the skirt long. I don't know. If I pull the skirt up and you can see my feet, then I probably will opt for boots and just sweat my face off. But since I'm part of the setup and the person putting the thing on, like, I have to work on that this weekend as well, getting the rest of the rolls and the little cards that I printed out, you know, for the rounds of the murder mystery. If you've ever done one, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, then you should just do one. I used to do one every year for my birthday for I want to say about 10 years. I did one for my birthday. I got upset with my husband. Oh, I don't remember what year it was. I think maybe it might have been my 40th birthday. The guy didn't do anything, and I was so pissed off because I was like, okay, anything that ends in a 0 is a big deal, and you should treat it as such. And so after that, I just started throwing myself a birthday party every year. And he was a real trooper, helped me make a lot of the decorations, and we would go all out and convert our house into whatever this you know, wherever the setting was. this one, it's not my birthday for one, so I didn't really make a bunch of stuff. But it's at a venue, and so we'll have to go in and like do a setup on Friday night, and like a tear down on Sunday, which probably won't be much fun, but we'll get her done. I do have the other person that's helping facilitate the party, who's going to help me with setup and tear down, so that will make it much easier than whenever I did it at my house, because usually they did the party and my husband would just take the boys and disappear. But he usually made sure I was under control before he left. Probably the most elaborate one we did. Oh no, I can't even say that. They were all pretty elaborate. I think they got more elaborate over the years as time went on, and then the very last one I did was not elaborate at all, and it kind of sucked. The last one I did. That may have been when I gave it up. Didn't bother doing it anymore. It's really hard to get people to seriously commit to coming to those. I think paid ones are probably the better way to go, because once people start paying for stuff, they're a little more committed to actually showing up. So we'll see how Trish's birthday goes as far as people showing up. Pretty sure we've got all the core mandatory roles covered by people who will definitely be there. Trish chose to be the gypsy, which if you've ever seen Trish or talked to Trish much on end, you will know that is a very appropriate role for her. But since her birthday, she picked the role she wanted to do. I enjoy playing the creepy role. It's really fun to me, so I was happy to be the wax museum curator. And also, I don't really enjoy talking to random strangers. And I don't know a lot of the people who are going to be at the party, so having the creepy wall hugger person is good for me. So anywho, I don't know where I got off on that. Just reading that one. Did print the back of these, the ones I just printed in a pattern, but I think it's such a pale pattern, someone could write on those if they wanted to. What are you barking about, crazy head? Oh my gosh, the cow's right across the road. Anytime this dog can see a cow, he thinks it's just a giant black dog that's clearly a threat to my safety. He used to be super friendly, and people would come over, no big deal, and he'd, be nice, and well, I think he's lost his freaking mind, and now we had to put him in the garage or outside in the pen if someone wants to come over, because I just can't trust him. He tried to attack our youngest son when he came home on leave last year, and after that I was just like, no, if he'll go after Ike, then no. So we don't trust him around anybody at all. Our older son's here a lot, so he's fine with them, but he's gone after a couple of people, so he's great for security. I feel like if anybody ever actually did get in and I was here, now he'd probably take care of business pretty good, but it's a little terrifying to have friends come over, so he has to go to his little. And honestly, okay, our garage is not a hardship for this dog. It is heated and cooled. He has a bed out there. We don't have chemicals in our garage, because the garage attached to the house is basically for parking and for bicycles. All the chemical-y danger stuff is out in my husband's workshop. So, but yeah, I put the dog out there pretty much every day when it's hot like this. Good Lord, I'm not gonna leave him outside. I wouldn't want to be outside, so I don't leave him outside. And same thing when it gets cold. I don't leave my dog out in the cold. He can be a total jackass and scare the crap out of me regularly when people come over, but you know, yeah. Oh, I love the size of this. What am I gonna put in it? Here's a piece of paper. I don't know. I feel like this is good on the back cover. Yeah, it's gonna go there. Did I have to strap? Yeah. Oh no, it's clogged deep down. You know, Trish buys me all these pretty pokers and stuff, and what do I reach for? My pen. Did I have a piece of duct tape on that I glued to my little tool turnabout over here? It's just so handy right there. My other ones, they're pretty, but I stick them off to the side. Now, she did buy me a new poker tool. And I really like it, and it's super pretty. I think she got it on Amazon. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's heavy, too. That sucker will poke a heck of a hole. So I do leave it out. Okay, let's see. I got that paper crooked originally. Boy, you're just going to be able to tell. Maybe that'll get a piece of lace also later. I don't want to add the lace now because it'll make the album like wobbly and stuff, and I don't want that. Let's see, where's the bone folder? Hush, you're getting ready to go out in the garage, buddy. Also, bicycles, bike by, we are on a bike route, designated bike route, and yeah, the motorcycles set him off. That loud noise, oh my goodness. No, he says, no. So whenever I glue these in, I used to put a piece of tape on there so the papers wouldn't catch on this one. But I've kind of found that if I glue them in with the sides and then this flap, that what you're putting in there will run along these and not catch as bad on that bottom piece. So I try to glue those and then this and have this be the thing that goes to the page first. So I feel like it gets a better adhesion, and then these leave kind of that little bitty space for like rails basically whenever I glue them in. So I don't tape them down anymore. So my older ones have tape, but these newer ones don't. All right, where should we put this? So these pages, I was going to do one of those books where I glue the pages together like I've been doing. I just really didn't want to do that again. Like, I've done it a lot lately. So you'll notice that the back side, which is where I'm going to glue all my stuff down, the back side is all this same print, which I use as my backer page. But I'm not going to glue anything to these pretty pages. So all of my gluey stuff is probably not all of it, but most of it's going to be to these. Should I glue that down and make it into a pocket? That'd be a really good idea, but I kind of like how it covers up the, so maybe not. Oh, decisions. I also like to stack pockets, like that, for little bits and pieces. I wish I'd printed this page twice. Maybe I'll print it again. I think I'll do that real quick. Where? Oh, did I print these full size or half size? I gotta put it on full size. Let's just see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this one in, and I'm going to put the other one when I print it on here too. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is distressed. Boy, tell you guys, that one brain cell today. Firing on all one cylinders. I'm going to put it up here. Because I think if I put it down here, I might forget I wanted to put one up here. Yeah, see, I got to play these little games with myself. I think on this side, I like this. He needs a pocket. Ooh, that's slightly too long. That's going to have to be a vertical. So, this one will fit. Oh yeah, that fits good. Very tiny line of glue, which is really hard. Doesn't sound like it's hard, but a tiny line of glue is hard to do. Oh, that's crooked. I'm not going to put this in there because it will stick. I'm just going to lay it in here. Maybe I'll paper clip it. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to do that same thing, but on this side. Ooh, I think the green this time. So we took the day off yesterday, random day off for my husband and I, and went baseboard shopping. So I don't know if you guys know, bought this house from his parents' estate. They both passed away a few years ago. So we bought the house from the estate, paid off his brothers, and remodeled, because I told my husband the only way I can live in this house is if we do something about that kitchen. Because it was built in the late 70s. It was very, very much a 70s house. Yeah, like that. And so it had like a drop ceiling in the kitchen. It had a breakfast, or belly band. Had like a breakfast nook area. The room is huge, but the layout was terrible. The kitchen was kind of a hallway to the formal dining room, which I don't know why you need a breakfast room and a formal dining room. I certainly don't. So now there's not. The breakfast room and the kitchen became one very large kitchen, which is amazing. And his dad had built the cabinets, so we couldn't get rid of the cabinets because we just don't have that in us. And they're pretty. They're not really my style anymore, but I don't know if they ever were. But they're pretty, and they were made by his dad, so I could not get rid of them. So we just took them out and rearranged the whole kitchen with the cabinets that were already there. So it's pretty cool. So anyways, where I was going with that is we went yesterday because the baseboards had to all be pulled out. The carpeting was disgusting. I don't like carpet anyways. So we put hardwood floors in. Oop, I'm going to have to pause this. All right, back. I am back. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I was thinking about... Hey, I have glue on this already. I really like this pocket. It's kind of big for my journal. That's okay. I'd say that is just fine. It will work. It will work. Put that right to the bottom edge. There we go. So love it when kids have envelopes. I love the printed envelopes so much. So this one came with several, and it came with this fun, it came with lots of sizes for one, but also came with this fun thing. It doesn't really fit in this book, but I think I'm going to put it right here in the very front, mostly because it fits there. It works there. Oh, and look, I even got the pattern right side up. Well, ooh, do I want to put a closure on it? I don't know. I don't know if I want a closure on it. It's not really poofy or anything. I could do the closure. Yeah, that's what it's called. I can add that later. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it in so I don't forget what I was gonna do, because it's a good idea. You got those good ideas, you gotta just do them. I am gonna make this a tuck spot also. I like doing that. I should have made that great big one I just glued in a tuck spot sideways, but I did not. I just thought of it. Oh well. Trying to line up on the edge of that paper, or at least have the same gap the whole way. There we go. I think we're good there. Okay. Don't know what to put in that, but I feel like there's probably a card of some kind, or I can make one to put in that. I do use a slightly lighter paper. I don't use cardstock for my envelopes, but it's the paper I usually make my pages out of. This book, since I changed styles of books, it actually is on cardstock, so it's quite the little heavy book. Oh, there's how I can stuff it in now. It's probably dry. There we go. Those are printed. There we go. Let's see which one. I use that one. You know what? I'll add those later. Y'all don't need to sit here and watch me add those. I mean, I'm gonna do it sometime. What did I get this out for? I don't know. Wow, y'all. I mean, the brain power today is phenomenal. Ooh, that's a pretty one. It's a pretty pocket. I don't want it to just be pocket, pocket, pocket. Will not go here. This page printed very purple. I don't know why. I do have a print here that's pretty purple. I think I might put a belly band across here. Ooh, maybe this as a belly band, and then it can rest. I can tuck the envelope in like that. I like it because the purple ties it together. Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's see, how far over do I want it to be? Yeah, I like that spacing. Okay, go. Something I want to get better about is making clusters. Everybody, I see all these people making these clusters, and they're really cute. I never make. I kind of build them as I go sometimes, but I don't do a lot of them. And I feel like maybe it's something I could be better at. What do you guys think? Clusters? Yes? No? Don't know what they are? I mean, I recently found out the word myself, so I think. Yeah, this book is just going to be a lot of pockets, I think. So I'm doing those pockets there. Maybe I'll just do these same size here. That'd be cute. Pocket, pocket, pocket. All the pockets. Pocket Palooza! So I don't know if you saw or want to see or even care about it, but we got a Michaels finally. Our Joann's closed a couple of years ago. I think before the big shutdown happened, buyout, shutdown, whatever you want to call it. I think it might have been part of that, but probably on like the very front end of that. So yeah, we only had Hobby Lobby for quite a few years, which is not stellar because, you know, no Halloween. So I went to their grand opening since we had taken off randomly yesterday. Didn't even realize that it was the same day. Also didn't realize that I'm taking off at noon next Friday, so the timing was not stellar. But it's fine. My boss is chill. The other boss I never even ask. I just do it. And I probably should consult with both bosses before doing things, but I feel like one is more bossy than the other. Does that make sense? Probably not. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. So for a cluster, I need to put something on that. What should go on there? One of these things. One of these. They're not very small. I think I need to color that. It's too white. It's just so white. Just gonna knock it back a little bit. I'm gonna do probably all of these real quick. Ooh, I like the key. I should have done like a little purple in that, maybe. Green? Nah, I'm just gonna stick with black. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with black. I already did that. Well, maybe a little bit more on that one. Yeah, okay. Ooh, maybe this. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. It's not really a cluster yet. Probably needs more than one component to be considered a cluster. But got all these little bits and pieces. But this one's got a date on it. You can weave it in there. I like that. That looks good. One more thing. Tags. Nope, I don't like that. Collected. Oh, it's a little too wide. Yeah, it's too wide. Hi. Not you. You're too big. Yeah, okay, I'm just getting a little bloom and fade. There we go, okay. Oh, perfect. The little notches in the corners lined up almost exactly layered. I like it. Like it a lot. Okay. I keep telling myself to trim down these fingernails, but today they're really coming in handy. I got that mega crooked and I can't straighten it. But you know what? I think it's okay. I think it's gonna work. It's like it just got tucked in there, got caught in the wind and just right in there. Like my sound effects. Yeah, they're pretty stellar. Like, this is one of my favorite things to do right here with the envelopes, because when the envelope's pretty like that, you don't want to hide it, right? You don't want to hide in the pocket. And there's that purple page again. Purple page again. Let's see. Could make a large-ish pocket with this. Get my pocket making die and see what's Ooh. Maybe that pocket for something else, not this. Where is my pocket die? Pocket die. Oh, there it is. It was magnet was stuck to something else. So I think most of these are going to be too big. This was the size I was thinking of, but I think, oh yeah, it's way too wide. That's okay. Got these. That one will work. Kind of covers up my favorite part of the page though. Maybe I'll stick it on this side, because this is actually the writing side. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Could do two. Do a big one and a small one. Stack them. That'd be cute. Let's do that. I probably should have eaten some breakfast. I am getting hungry. So these pockets are from scrapbook.com. I really like them. They're pretty tall for a pocket, but they cut really good. They're good quality cuts. Some of my Amazon dies are not such good cutters. Do wish the little flappies were twice as wide as what they are. They're kind of on the narrow side. Who is messaging me? Sorry, Trish. I'll read it later. Okay. So what do we think? Sideways. Go this way. No. I think I like it. I think I like it stacked. I think that looks good. Gotta put some distressing on that though. Okay. And I do have another another pocket that I want to make. A Tim Holtz pocket. To slide some of these bits and pieces into. Just need to figure out which print I want to do. I ended up with 4 prints. This one I don't want to chop apart. I think this one's my choice. I'll do it like this. Placement of the die on the paper is challenging me. Okay, I think I got it. The print was not line up aesthetically pleasing to me. But I think I worked it out. That up later. Isn't that nice? Of course, it's Tim Holtz, so it cuts amazingly well. See, I don't have a spot for this yet, but I will. I will have. Alright, let's get these guys in here. I don't know why my videos always, because I'm a ding dong, I guess, my videos always end up longer than I anticipated, so I don't know how long the upload time is going to be on this little gem, or if anybody will even watch it to this point, but, you know, maybe you too don't have a life like me. My husband went to a gun show, a knife show, I don't know, I don't care, I'm just happy he's hanging out with a friend. Yesterday he went and played pool with the old guys in the neighborhood. Yes, we have an old guy neighborhood gang. We live in an old neighborhood because this was his parents' house. You know, and they were all, I think, well, I wouldn't say fairly close in age. My in-laws were definitely old. They retired here, so they were older than a lot of the neighbors. But a lot of our neighbors are the same age, and they were like young parents when they built here. And things like that, but they all still live here. They lived here for, you know, since I think the neighbor directly next door, they actually were here before my in-laws were. Their house was built before this one, and they're like the youngest old people ever, and I'm old, so if I'm calling them old, you know they're real old. But they're super sweet. We just love her. Her first husband passed away, gosh, back, years and years ago. Can't remember, but she was single for a very long time, and she got back together with her high school boyfriend, and they got married just a couple of years ago. They're total sweethearts. Anyway, so my husband likes to go over there and play pool, but they play pool on Fridays, which, if you know, we still have jobby thingies that we have to go to on a daily. So my husband was super excited. He debated. We were out shopping for the trim, and he was like, "Oh, it's noon. I'm already late." And I'm like, "What? I didn't know it started at noon. No, we're not going to eat out lunch. Let's get home so you can go over there. What do you need to take?" And he's like, "Well, text them for me," because he was driving, so I make him let me text. And they were like, "Nothing, just bring you. Get over here." So we stopped and grabbed a 6-pack of beer for him to take, and because it's a BYOB type situation. And they fed him pork sliders and potato salad and all kinds of stuff, and he stayed over there for, I don't know, about 3 hours maybe, so it was a nice little break for me. Got the house to myself, because, you know, it just breaks my little heart when I get my house to myself. Not. So that was nice that he got to hang out with the old guys and do whatever pool playing, poker playing, I don't know, stuff that they do. I think it's pretty cool. I know some of the women get together too. I've never been invited. Probably because I have a jobby thingy, I would imagine, but maybe it's my personality. Who knows? I don't know. Doesn't hurt my feelings. It's all good. I'm doing really good in this back signature, but I don't think I've done much in the front part. Let's see, maybe here. No, it's too green. Ooh, perfect. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like the leaf up there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's slide it down to the bottom. Well, if I slide it down too far, I won't be able to put anything in down there. Gotta be able to put something in down there. So I'm gonna slide it up. I already used my pocket, my envelope. Not well planned out. Upside down. Dumbass. I'm taking the dog, dumbass. Okay. Yes, random movie quotes is a thing. Let's see. There, right there. Little crooked, as everything is for me. Little crooked. Yep. That's good. Ooh, too far down. I'll have to take it. Let's see. Ooh, I have all of these that I cut out. They're too wide. Oh, this one fits. This one fits. They're the same height though. I should probably have varied height. That one's taller. Cool. Cool story. Nope. Darn it. No, they're all the same. Darn it. Okay. Oh, these are color. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, that one's green too, so that's good. That is good. I think I printed all the tags small in this kit. I think I did them halvesies. I want to say I did. I might be lying. Looking at it. No, there aren't any big tags. So, there will be in one memento. Let's see. Where's my tag die? Yes, I have dies for just about everything. I love dies. Because honestly, I would never cut a tag like this with that one. Ooh, this one's good. I think this is a good size. Right here. It will fit in the pocket and it will be big. It will look beautiful. That's the one right there. Right in the middle. Wouldn't you know it? Right in the middle. Sometimes I feel like I need like a whole room camera off to the side, but then no. You would see this skanky shirt I'm wearing and my hair and all that. So no, bad plan, Paula. Bad plan. Pokes. So I did buy some black shimmer cardstock yesterday at Michael's, and oh my goodness, it is pretty. Doesn't really go with this book, but let me tell you, Halloween time gets here, y'all are gonna be seeing some of that. Look how pretty. And these tag dies were, I didn't label it, I usually label them. It was Amazon. They were inexpensive ones, but they're probably the best quality inexpensive dies I've ever gotten off of Amazon. So, wow, that's really busy, but that's okay because it's gonna get busier. It's gonna have other bits and bobs jammed in there as well. I probably need to put some bulldog clip thingies on here. And I could put something smaller there. So I only have one empty slot. Awesome. I could do another tag. Let's see. Oh, I want to put this here. I'm going to leave it open in the middle because sometimes I like to put dangly things through them. It's like another pocket. Pocket within a pocket. Ooh, how about this guy? Oh yeah, that's a good stuff. Look at that. I like it. I like that a lot. Maybe I won't do bulldog pulls on them. That is something I will think about later. Alrighty. I do need to do my other pockets. Need to figure out what's gonna be here. I think this, I'm gonna just print paper and stuff in there. Let me swap out my paper real quick for my writing paper. I use very thin paper for my writing pages, just because when I fold it up, it doesn't add bulk. And usually by the time I'm down to my writing pages, bulk is a concern. Do I want to do halvesies or a full page? Because that's a pretty big pocket. And I've got two because I printed a second one. So I think I'm going to go out. Lottie's Magic Attic has this, what is it called? 2026 Attic Heirloom Base Kit. I love this thing. It's all tans and creams. There's split page bases. And then there's just solid pages that don't have any decorations at all on them. I think I'm going to print like maybe 4 of them just to have. If I don't use them in this book, I'll use them in a different book. Gosh, maybe I'll print more than 4. I'll do like 6. And I print them on draft. And my printer, it's an HP EcoTank, something or another like that. But it has borderless printing. Now there is a slight border. Sometimes you can't see it at all. Sometimes if the print's dark or very defined, you can see it just a tiny bit. But my printer will do actual borderless prints. I absolutely love it. I love it. Now, have I fought with it and slammed the lid too hard a couple of times? Therefore, it may have some other issues? Yes, I have. That's just me and my little temper I got going on. I also cuss at it quite regularly. But that was back when I was using the Wi-Fi to print, and since then we moved it from my drafting table over to behind my computer, and now it has a wire, and I don't have quite so many misfires on the printing, so I'm not relying on the Wi-Fi, which likes to randomly drop. And yeah, I could have put this on the scan and cut, but when it's just a bunch of straight lines and a punch, I'll generally just do this with this instead of scanning it and all the stuff that goes with that. Because these sides don't have to be perfect. The tops I feel like do. So these I don't mind if it leaves a little bit of white behind. Or if I undercut and take off a little too much, it doesn't really matter, because those are the flappies. I don't know why I'm working on that one. I don't even want that one. These are great size pockets. I like them. I like these a lot. Probably not the best idea. Get my little trimmings on all my little pieces. That's a good way to lose one. And scissors. Gonna kick myself later for recording this instead of trying to get the live to work, but because the upload time is gonna be horrendous, but that's okay. I live. What else do I have to do today? Nothing but Craft-A-Palooza. That's right. I love weekends of nothing. I generally don't schedule stuff for the weekends, actually. I don't actually schedule anything for any time. I just don't like doing anything. Every once in a while, we'll go to the wine bar and hang out with the girls in the evening. It's pretty chill. But for the most part, I just like coming home and hanging in my craft room, doing this. I like to keep it low-key. I get overwhelmed doing stuff during the week and just feel exhausted after braining all day, especially when it's a big day of braining. We hire some of our work out overseas, and I have to mark up what they do on subdivision designs and things like that, and yeah, it's a lot some days. We're finally, I think, I've been there since December 15th is my start date. I didn't know I was going to be like the in-house review person when they hired me. Was not discussed, but it's all right. I just told them I didn't want to go to meetings, and I've done that twice. Which both of them, the first one I did not enjoy. I think it was just some attitude I was getting from, especially one person. Came to find out later that he's just a jerk. But the other city meeting I went to recently, I was very pleasantly surprised with the new staff. That city has a very high turnover rate of their employees. But I was very much enjoyed discussing the project with them and what they wanted to see, and they weren't like negative Nellies or can't believe, their attitude was just, really they only wanted to see one change in my plans, which was amazing. Oh no. Yeah, I love what I do. I'm basically a civil engineer designer. I get to design developments, which again, a little creative. So I love doing layouts. I don't get to do a lot of them just because I'm so busy with reviewing other stuff. But we're working on a really big subdivision right now, and it's kind of just sucking all the time out of other ones. But I do have this one little bitty one, and the owner's old school dude, likes to do things old school way, and that doesn't really mesh well with, city rules and ordinances and things like that. But I'm working on him. He's slowly learning. But hopefully this project turns out good. We haven't done a full submittal yet, so we'll know more once we do that. How he's going to accept the changes. I've also tried to listen to him when he says, well, they told us to do it different in the field once we were under construction. So I was like, well, I'm just going to show it that way to start with, and hopefully you don't have to make a field change if I get it approved that way. So okay. I do like to burnish these down. They just seem to go in the book better, lay flatter. I went ahead and did this one again. I don't know if I'll use it. I'm just going to throw it over there. It's already cut out, so I may. These put in. Oh, I need to distress them also. So these little guys all have a home. Don't think I have home for that one yet. Ooh, those could go face-to-face pages. That would be cute. And the printer's over here just chugging away. Isn't it quiet? I love that. I love that I can actually hear myself think over my printer. Trisha complains that hers is loud. I don't know if I've ever heard it, so. Okay, let's go find our little solo guys. Give them a friend. Oh, you know what? Ooh, it's white on the back. Ugh. Don't love it. Don't love it at all. Wish I do. Well, I can put a little ink on the edges, but I think I'm going to spray it. Y'all can't watch me do that because I take it outside and spray it out in the yard. Although I do have a little spray pan now. I'll leave that sticking out. Right here. That's where you go. Oh, that looks so good. I really like it. See, I had some scissors. I made this hidden paper clip. Isn't it pretty? Oh, just love it. Love it. Page to stick it on. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Ooh. All right. Wow, struggling with that. So pretty. I think I might have to make another one too. That's getting paper. That's already got a friend. Oh, there it is. Okay. Straight below it. Yes, that's good. Okay, and then the green one. I did not do any flip outs on this one. No reason why. I just did not. I could still do one, but I don't really know where I would put it. This would have been a logical spot. Or there. Yeah, that would have been a logical spot. So I'm not going to do a flip out this time. I could do the very center. Oh, that's this one. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. I don't know. Let me see. Where's my envelope sizes? Oh no. I don't know why I have hair oil in my room. Must have got that in the Amazon order. Okay, let's see. Envelopes. See, they're all too big. I don't like that. And this one has the, yeah, they're all too big. So no. And how about these little ones? I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They're so little and they're so thin. I think I just wasn't cluing into the dimensions. So, yeah, definitely not doing a envelope flip out this time. Which is fine. Fine, everything's fine. Okay, focus, Paula, focus. Got these two pockets. It's a very pockety book. Very, very pockety. Maybe right there, since they're the same. Do them the same. Or I could do them side. No, I don't like that. Feel like we put some lace down here. Don't do too much lace, it gets bulky. Bulky. I think that these will fit nicely. Yep, that one. And there's another one. Wasn't there another one just like it? Ah, yeah, that one. I need to distress those. Those white edges really stand out to me. I know you can't really see them on the camera, but yeah, see that? That just, I don't like that. It looks bad. And hopefully, if I can get this thing done, I can do a full flip through video of it. Get it posted. I know Tracy's got something up her sleeve for September, so getting in a position to get everything I've got going for her wrapped up so that September is good to go. Right now I'm caught up with Be Happy. I only promised her one thing a month, and I already did something for August, so I'm caught up with her. And April Storm, I've got a book going for August, and probably a little over halfway done with that one, I think. I don't want to leave that in there because yeah, it'll stick. I think I might make some more tags, maybe get like a dark purple or something with some tags. So, well, I think I'm going to close this thing down. It's been going for over an hour now. I'm sure no one has watched to this point. I'm going to do some pocket stuffing. And yeah, just keep going with it, and hopefully in a day or two you could come back and see the final flip through of it. Anyways, I hope I didn't bore you incredibly bad and make you unfollow me because I'm a lunatic talking to myself. But, you know, whatever. So have a great weekend. Everybody stay cool out there because it's hotter than Hades. So I will talk at you guys later. Bye.